All right, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So let's talk about it. Kings versus Queens Summer Madness. Let's talk about it. Let's recap. Um, let's really like talk about some things. You know, really talk about some things. Official versus T Top. Let's really like get into this battle, break it down. Official gotta work on the breath control. Like the breath control and her like breathing hard was crazy. Granted, she big girl. She big girl, you know. But it's like this has been an issue for a while. This has been an issue for a while. So the breath control, it takes away from like one hearing her and two the delivery of her projection because you hear her breathing very hard while she's rapping, you know. So it's messing up the rap and it's messing up the delivery. And like some of the bars didn't hit because you're too busy hearing her breathe hard, you know. Like for me, T Top's first, like it took half of his first round for him to heat up. T Top had a fire stand up the P bar. That was dope. I gave for me, I had official 2-1. I gave official the first and the second. I gave T Top the third. Um, O had a you want to know what I bring to the table bar. That was crazy. Um, like T Top spent his whole second round talking about officials cooking. You know, he did have a dope Breakfast Club bar. Like it was like Breakfast Club bar scheme. The mystical scheme was dope. Like officials, Briz angle and the third was good. But I had official 2-1. 2-1 over T Top. I'm not mad if somebody had T Top 2-1. It's really a preference battle, you know. Official was in there punching, but was it at the same level or caliber that we're used to official punching? No, it wasn't. Was T Top in there going like super crazy? No. Like he was on joke time with official. He was on joke time with official, talking about her chicken and her cooking and stuff like that. Like the battle was at best. It was okay. It was an okay battle. If we gonna be honest. If we gonna be honest, official versus T Top was an okay battle. It definitely did not set the tone for the night. It didn't. It gave me some laughs. T Top gave me some laughs during his rounds, you know. And official gave me some good the Briz angle, you know. But it's like even with the Briz angle, we've heard plenty of people use that. So that's what I'm saying. Official versus T Top was okay at best. It didn't set the tone for the night the way it should have set the tone for the night, in my opinion. I got official 2-1. I'm not mad if somebody has T Top 2-1. Preference battle. The battle was. Um, Next battle was Vixen versus Romnetti. Now, Vixen versus Remedy. All eyes was on this battle because after what happened with Vixen versus A Ward, we wanted to see what was Vixen gonna do. Vixen, I had Vixen with performance of the night. I gave Vixen performance of the night. I would, you know, Vixen went in there like I know this nigga's the alien, and I know this nigga like right out of this world and gets crazy. But it's like if I do what I do to the best of my ability and stick to what I do and do it at a high level, I get a chance. Like Vixen was in there, like really doing her big one. Like Vixen with the Ivy Yale better than Cornell bar was crazy. Was crazy. Like I got Vixen 2-1 over Rum. I got Vixen 2-1. I got Vixen the second and the third. I got Rum the first. Like in my opinion, like Rum did well the first 2 rounds. Well, and then even his third, it just seemed like toward the end he kind of let off the gas. You know, I got Vixen 2-1. Like I think Vixen knew her back was against the wall. We ain't seen Vixen in a while. She beat DNA. She lost the A Ward. You've lost to Tay-Rock. And then to come back and you got Rum motherfucking Nitty. You had to step up to the plate. You had to step up to the plate with this battle. And Vixen did just that. Vixen did just that. Vixen had a performance that the fans and the media will be talking about. Like, like Vixen writes very well. Is it on the level of a Rum? No. But what Vixen did and what Vixen does worked enough for her to get the win. To get the win. Like Vixen didn't try to get up there and punch with Rum or right with Rum. She stuck to what she does and just perfected it. That's what she did. Vixen versus Rum Nitty is a great back and forth battle, but Vixen definitely knew the assignment with that battle. She did. Um, so I had it 2-0. I had it 2-0 Queens going into the third battle. Coffee Brown versus John John. Um, for me, John 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 said a lot of stuff that we've heard before, but the way that John John put it together, set it up, it was impactful. It was impactful and it worked. I have John John 2-1 over Coffee. I gave Coffee the first, I gave John John the second and third. Um I think at points um Kofi had some point was rapping at points and it just wasn't hitting. It wasn't hitting, you know. Wasn't hitting, there was no reaction, there was no nothing. The room was just quiet. Um if you ask me, Coffee versus John John was very predictable to what both of them talked about. To what both of them talked about and the approach that both of them took. You know, they talk about the obvious things that you could talk about with them. Um, like I said, I had John John 2-1. 2-1. It was a cool battle. Then we get to the battle that I know everybody wanted to see. The battle that everybody wanted to see. Jazz the Rapper. Jazz the Rapper versus Tay Rock. I can honestly say this was the first time that I think somebody's had Tay Rock like, God damn, this motherfucker is really like really good, really like kicking my ass. I think this is the first time we've kind of seen it. Cause like even when Tay Rock was here, Jazz was like here. And it just kept going that way. Like I got Jazz with a 30 on Rock. I got Jazz with a 30. Like Jazz knew, and Jazz had these long ass rounds too. We not gonna not skip. We not gonna skip over that. Jazz had some long ass rounds, but Jazz hit the right points. Like the mentioning about Cave Gang and them not being around, him having new people around him. Talking to Lady Caution in the third, mentioning about Tay Rock's bars that didn't make sense, even though it worked. Like Jazz knew what things to touch upon, and she knew what would get reaction. Also, like don't get me wrong, Tay Rock was bombing, but it's like his bombs was enough for what Jazz had. I got Jazz 30, Jazz 30. Like I don't think nobody predicted Jazz to come in there and bomb on Tay Rock the way she bombed on Tay Rock. Like, and I didn't see anybody's predictions to see if anybody picked Jazz in the predictions. But come on now. We seen Jazz versus Rum. We've seen Jazz versus what's the Jazz battle? Like even the battles that Jazz has had, Jazz still is going. Also, like Jazz don't half-ass just because she battles a male and their friends. She's not half-assing with these battles. That's the great thing about it. That is the great thing about it. Jazz knew she had to be here the whole night. If she even so much came anywhere down, Tay Rock was just going to fly down. Like you can clearly see that Jazz thought this out. Thought this out and plotted very well what she was going to say, how she was going to say it, how she was going to perform it, when she was going to say it, when to say it. Like, that's my battle of the night, honestly. Jazz versus Rock is my battle of the night. My battle of the night. Fire back and forth battle, but Jazz was in there kicking Rock's ass. We not gonna act like she wasn't. We not gonna act like she wasn't. And Tay Rock was still doing his numbers, but Jazz was just in that bag though. Was just in that bag though. Jazz 30. So going into it, I got the ladies 3-1. 3-1 going into it now. Let's talk about it. 40 versus New Jersey Twerk. 40's first round, she got it out good and clean. Twerk goes into his round, whatever. Cool. I gave 40 the first. 40 does her second round. Not so clean, but still wraps it and gets through it. I'm like, all right, that's a beatable round. Twerk goes I gave Twerk the second. And then she ended her third short. I had Twerk 2-1 over 40. So 3-2 women. Now it's 3-2 women. Then last battle of the night, Miss Hustle versus Geechee Gotti. The consensus going into this battle was it's going to be a friendly ass battle. Their battle was anything but a friendly ass battle. It wasn't. It wasn't a friendly ass battle like how I think people thought it was going to be. These niggas out here really getting into some shit, you know. Um, I gave Geechee the first, and I gave Hustle the second and the third. It would be a battle I would want to see again, but I had Hustle 2-1 over Geechee. Their battle was just like messy. It was messy. Y'all talking about shit, or whatever has been going on between like with y'all and shit. It was a messy battle. We gonna call it what it is. It's a messy battle. You know, it like I have the women winning far as Kings vs Queens Madness. The women won. Um, Vixen and Jazz with performances of the night. My battle of the night was Jazz the Rapper versus Tay Rock. Um, 40 started well, and then it just seemed like at a point it just went downhill. It went downhill. I don't know what happened. It went downhill. Um, Overall, it was cool. I wouldn't want Smack to do Kings versus Queens to make it a Summer Madness again. It didn't give a Summer Madness type feel. Like it was Kings versus Queens. That's really what it was. Yeah, he made it to Kings versus Queens Madness, but it wasn't given. It wasn't given that. It wasn't given that at all. Overall, it was a cool event. It was a cool event overall. Um, it was. Um, Jazz is her. Like we gonna call her this. Jazz is her. Every time you want to count Jazz out, no matter who y'all throw at her, she shows and proves every time. Jazz shows and proves every time. Jazz don't get that big back for nothing. Like, Jazz comes with 3 rounds of hot shit every time. Like, Jazz gotta be Mount Rushmore. She gotta be. She gotta be. Like, Jazz probably has one of the best women's records as far as like wins and losses. She got to. Jazz don't lose. Jazz don't lose like that. So, um, Miss Hustle had a solid performance. She had a solid performance. I think her and Geechee were very close. It was just like y'all just gossiping. That's all your battle was. Y'all just gossiping about shit that's happened throughout the years. Like, and it was an okay battle. It was an okay battle. You know, it came across like Geechee was freestyling at points. Like he wrote enough and then he freestyled a lot of it. Um, Geechee, we need Geechee back in that bag. Like he's been kind of like just coasting the last couple of battles. He's been kind of like just coasting. They haven't been like He's doing just enough. You lost to Marv one. I have you losing the hustle. Um, Before that, you battled Coffee. I had you losing the Coffee. You battled Joey Linwood. I think you gave him throwaways. You battled Loso. Maybe your Loso battle or your bad news battle was the last time. I would say like Gishi was in one of those type bags. Like really rapping it and not like relaxed, lackadaisical far as like performance, being prepared, having good material, not freestyling and trying to like just hurry and get through the round. Because that's what it's been given the last few battles. Like you're just because you signed up to take the battle, you don't want to cancel it. So you're writing to a point, then you're just gonna try to freestyle your way out, hit or miss. Um, Vixen versus Rum was a very good battle. Very good battle. It has good replay value. Like Jazz and Rock has replay value. Hustle and Geechee has replay value. Um, Vixen and Rum, like I think out of like the five battles that I would watch again, Vixen, Rum, um, Jazz and Rock, Hustle and Gotti. Like I really don't want to watch 40 and Twerk again. I really don't. Cause it's like 40 did good, but it's like I expected 40 to mind you, coming off the Sharon battle. Like you battle no, let's take it back. You battled First Lady Flames. And I'm like, alright, you on your shit in that battle. You go and you battle Sharon. You lose to Sharon because you chose you're not prepared. Now, this battle, you end up stopping short. And it's like, what we doing? What we doing? Like, I just, I think most of us thought you would be on your A game for New Jersey Twerk because you knew if you weren't, Twerk would go in there and just automatically win. Like, don't get me wrong, you 40 put up a fight. She put up a fight. I'm not mad if somebody said 42-1 versus Twerk. In my opinion, yes, it's a preference battle. It's a preference battle. You know, I in some of these battles, I just thought we would get more. 40 and Twerk, in a sense, I thought we would get more. I thought 40 would have a clean performance, a fully clean performance, and we didn't get that. But am I gonna hop on the bandwagon and say, oh, 40 needs to retire? Look, that's 60%, 70%, 40 is still better than some people at 100% and still will sell a card with 40's name on it. We could say the same with New Jersey Twerk. Twerk can be at 60, 70% and still could beat a lot of people because I don't think we've seen a full 100% New Jersey Twerk yet. That's why I say his potential is endless because I don't think we've seen it yet. What 100% New Jersey Twerk looks like. He's very talented. And I think Twerk has figured out how to, depending on the opponent, know how deep in his bag he needs to go for them. that he kind of could coast with certain battles, that he had just enough to win the battle. That's just what it is. Some people at 60, 70% is still better than some people at the full 100%. People will still want to see 40 at 60, 70% more than some of these newer battlers or other battlers at 100%. The name holds weight. The name sells. I'm not saying it's right or it's wrong, but this is the reality of what it is. You put a 40 balls on a card. Team 40 is coming out. You put a New Jersey Twister on the card. His fans are going to come out. You put Tay-Rock on the card. Win, lose, or draw. Tay-Rock's going to get the fans to come out. The same with Jazz. Jazz on the card. Fans coming out. Hustle on the card. Fans coming out. Geechee, Kofi, like Vixen, bro. The fans of these battlers are still going to support and buy the cards with the battlers they like on them. Win, lose, or draw. That's how that works. That's how that works. Um, you know, for the most part, overall, it was a good event. Good event. Other than the little hiccups with it worked on the phone, it didn't work on a computer for some folks. But aside from that, like if we're talking about just strictly the event, the battles, everybody showed up. Everybody showed up. Um, Looking forward to what the next URL event's gonna be. You know, I still think Smack needs to do another all-female volume. We need another all-female volume. You got enough talent and everybody to do it with. So hopefully that's in the works. Get back. I'm sure we're gonna get another Nexus, um, another outside card. Is it outside card? Another volume. You know, we just gonna have to see what's next. Hopefully, more female cards is in the mix. I haven't fully watched the Get It How You Live Volume 1 card. I haven't fully watched it yet. I only watched Mozzie and Gas Jordan. I did watch that. I watched KD and Chakubushi. I got KD 1-0. Um, those only battles I've watched so far on the Get It How You Live. I gotta go watch the rest of the card. Like a bunch of like battles have dropped. So I gotta go watch those. Tune in tomorrow. Talks with Jay has Big Ice. We gonna recap her battle with Nay. We gonna talk her upcoming battle for prom night. I mean, not prom night, for the pregame with Bars and Roses. The night before prom night against Fat Say So. Potential other matchups. Some WNBA pit and stuff. So y'all tune in tomorrow. Talks with Jay, Big Ice, 7 p.m. And that's my quick little recap as far as URL Kings versus Queens Madness. I know John and Cold Out Funkers. I'm guessing that's gonna be a matchup we're gonna eventually see. John's bullpen, the end game. John versus Cassidy is an interesting matchup. That is a very interesting matchup. Um, Kayshawn is battling Shotty Horror. in December. I think it's December 31st. That's an interesting comeback battle. But nonetheless, I'm happy K-Shot is back. Um, I'll probably talk about the whole K-Shot situation probably in another video.